I'm calling in from Indonesia, so it's 12 a.m. right now here, actually.
Champion, absolute champion. Okay, Edward gets the MVP judge award.
That's all
Uh,
right. I mean, anything for Contra, man. Been a fan for like years.
well, we've worked together before, right? Like on many things.
Yeah. Since like 2022, I think. I first
Yeah.
saw like Marissa whole advocating it on TikTok, and I was like, oh,
Yes.
what's this? And I
Yeah.
decided to join in, and that's when everything happened.
Okay. Cool. And Harish, where are you? Are you in the UK?
Yeah, I'm based in London.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. Well, we are live for the Bubble Builds Revenue Challenge. We're going to announce the winners. And for the chat, where are you calling from? We just kind of went through our locations. I'm in New York, Harish, London, Edward's in Indonesia, Josh is in New York, and so is Jared. So I guess Josh and Jared, we can relate to the ice floating down the East River. But for everyone else, okay, we have Phoenix. We have someone from New Zealand. Okay, let's see what people say. Usually the chat's a little delayed, but super excited to announce these winners. Okay, we have India. This is all from YouTube, so I wonder what X is going to say. Okay, New Jersey. Okay, so Sire, you know the pain. Germany sounds good. Okay, this is awesome. All right, big shout out to the Bubble team for putting on this challenge. And I have to say, the builds are absolutely wild, and I'm super excited to dive in. Okay, Texas, Florida. Ooh, feels warm. I can just feel the warmth from those comments. Egypt, Kenya, very nice. Okay, so let's get into it. So, Steph, if you can go to the next slide. There we go. Okay, so what is Contra? If you're new here, you can be a part of the creative current. We partner with the world's best companies like Bubble to put on these amazing challenges so that way you can upskill, you can learn new tools and build now real businesses, right? So this is the Bubble Builds Revenue Challenge, like actually build a business using Bubble. I know tons of people have done this. There's a product I use called Meme Lord. I think I mentioned this one in the last one, but I know that was completely built on Bubble, and I know they're blowing up. Super, super great tool. But we, prompted the community to say, hey, like, what can you build using Bubble in this time frame that can actually earn money? Which I think is what it's coming down to, right? Bubble is an OG in the vibe coding space, and now that everything's going AI, I think Bubble's leading the way again. But you've seen this time and time again. You've seen this whole ecosystem evolve. So it's really, really cool to do this challenge. If you didn't know, Contra's commission free. We're a new creative network. We can run your business, and we have tons of Bubble experts getting hired every single day. So we can go to the next slide. All right, so I think I'm going to pass it over to you, Josh.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. So great to be here. Thank you all for attending. I want to give a huge thank you to Contra. They've been great to partner on. And then a huge thank you to everyone who submitted. Unfortunately, we can't recognize everyone today, but I know that it takes a lot of gumption to build and submit a real business idea. So huge thank you to all of them. Quick word on Bubble. So we are vibe coding without the code. I think in our mission from the get-go has always been to make building real businesses accessible to as many people as possible. And today, with vibe coding taking off, it's even more important that when you have that fast AI building, you can then drop into visual development so that you can understand what's being created and take full ownership and control so you can build businesses that will actually scale to production. So that's what we're all about. And it back over to you.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. And definitely having the visual interface is so, so important for speed. And also, it just makes it more accessible to your point. But the builds in this challenge are so aesthetic. I think Bubble has leveled up so much in the last couple of years. It's nuts. I've been a long time user. Funny enough, like in the very, very early days of Contra, we were prototyping with Bubble. So this is like, we've seen the ecosystem develop. So looking at some of these submissions was very, very eye-opening. Okay, so I think we can go to the next slide. Okay, I think, Jared, this is you, right?
Yeah, so a little bit about our challenge with Contra. This was really exciting to put on. Basically, the concept was we wanted to create a design-focused hackathon where builders can prototype a revenue-generating business idea using Bubble with emphasis on validating the business model and kind of creating a compelling product vision. and not needing to build out every single feature. So when you're able to take kind of this prototype or business idea that you've been meaning to pursue, and just iterate and create those foundational experiences within the app, we really wanted to allow for people to kind of get that started and kick it off in this challenge. Was really exciting to see the incredible amount of applications and just really cool apps that people built, and really excited to kind of continue to share that with everyone who's tuning in today.
Awesome. Couldn't agree more. Okay, so to kick it off, we're going to introduce the judges. So first, I'm going to pass it to Josh Haas, the co-CEO and founder of Bubble.
Yeah, well, I already talked for a minute, but I started Bubble almost 13 years ago now because I'm a huge believer in giving people the tools to realize their creative and business ambitions. And I've been doing it ever since and haven't really looked back.
I love it. All right, over to you, Jared.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, everyone. My name is Jared Shu. I am on the marketing team at Bubble. And yeah, really excited to collaborate with everyone here. I'm sitting alongside some incredible builders, founders, and just all around great people. So thanks for having me.
Awesome. So you already know me. I'm one of the co-founders of Contra, so I'll keep it brief, but I'll pass it over to you, Harish.
Thank you. I'm Harish. I'm the CEO of Goodspeed. We are Bubble Agency. We won Bubble Agency of the Year in 2024. I saw the power of Bubble myself and now have an agency to help other entrepreneurs to enterprises do the same.
Incredible. And we all know UX Edward. So Edward, passing it over to you.
Hey, thanks, Ben. Hi, everyone. I'm Edward. I'm based in Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm working as a product designer still in a travel startup, but I am still a vibe coding as well with all the other tools, including Bubble. So yeah, happy to be part of this challenge as well.
Amazing. And so really stacked lineup of judges. We have the Bubble team themselves. Obviously, Harish is an award-winning studio owner. So, it was really, really hard to pick the winners, but there's some really, really good submissions, and just know, the judges are very qualified to make the decision. So I think we can go to the next slide. Yeah, the submissions were insane. I just want to call out how great the kind of aesthetics of Bubble are now. Like the design language has really, really been taken to the next level, and huge props to the Bubble team. All the apps that at least I judged were just like absolutely beautiful, and the UX was really fantastic. So I think we're just getting started here. But yeah, I'm curious, like Josh and Jared, what was your kind of take on some of these submissions? Is this what you typically see? Were there any that surprised you?
Well, one thing that stood out to me was the amount of awesome apps that people were using Bubble AI in. And I could tell that, there was, not only did they, generate their initial concept within Bubble AI, they truly were able to iterate and build off of that initial concept, just leading to some astounding applications. And some of the ones that we are going to be featuring today are cream of the crop. They're really exciting to see from. And yeah, the AI features just blew me away.
Yeah. Really quality work. We're used to seeing Bubble building complex real-world applications, but you all were on a timeline, right? And the degree of execution, given the limited amount of time you had to pull all this together, was just really sharp. And I'll also say I really appreciate the business thought, right? Like, as an entrepreneur, I'm always looking at things both from the the build perspective, how is it built with Bubble, but also how is this as a business idea? Is this bringing something new and valuable into the world? And a lot of these submissions, I was like, this could really be a real business.
I love it. Yeah, I think part of it's building the product. Part of it is the business design, and I think this is a really, really cool prompt to basically build a business, right? Build a business within a week. That's pretty nuts. Edward and Harish, I'm curious, with the submissions you saw, I know, Harish, you see a lot of different Bubble apps. You build a lot of different Bubble apps. What was kind of your take?
Yeah, I think now that there is this notion where people are just building for building's sake and forgetting that we need to show the business side of it as well. And so the fact that people are building within a few days and thinking about the business model, I think is super impressive. I'm excited to reveal the winner soon.
Yeah, I think from my end, it's just pretty impressive that not only people are making all this in a short amount of time and they're thinking about the business, but also the designs were exceptionally very well. And then I can think we'll all see it after this from the winners as well. So yeah, really excited to announce the winners with all the designs that they've made as well.
Okay, let's get into it. So, okay, I think, Josh, are you speaking to this or was it Jared?
Yeah, I was going to give a quick run through. So, prizes, everyone. We put our heads together as judges and picked, a third, second, and grand prize. It was really tough. Hard decisions, but we were really excited that we're giving away $4,000 to the grand prize, $2,500 to second, and $1,500 to third place. But in addition to the top three, we look for some also, other ways of recognizing all the amazing work. As Jared mentioned, we've been investing a lot in our AI features, and we were really looking at where apps able to use it really effectively. So best use to Bubble AI to do a really clean initial build to elaborate on, we're giving $1,000 prize to. And then, like I said, the business is something that's really important to us. So most creative way of generating revenue is another prize category. We're giving away $1,000. And then there's a couple community prizes for your engagement and rallying over the course of the challenge. Top community promoter and community favorite also gain $1,000 each. So yeah, we're excited to write some checks here because you all earned it, and really excited to move on to the winners.
Yeah, huge shout out to the Bubble team for making this happen. Making a challenge that the community can have fun and explore the capabilities of Bubble is not something you see every single day. So huge props to the Bubble team. Let's get into the winners. Okay, drum roll. The suspense is killing me. Who was it? I see people in the comments. They want to know. Okay, and who's doing the community winners? Is this me?
I think it's you.
Okay. Congratulations to Anki for the top community promoter. Anki did a great job of promoting this challenge and his community on his Instagram. And then a huge shout out to Christine for the top community favorite. Your submission got the most likes. So people really loved your work. And this is huge. So you each get $1,000. Thank you for spreading the word about Bubble. Thank you for spreading the word about the challenge. And thank you for making excellent work that clearly resonates with other creatives. So congratulations to both of you. You just won $1,000. Okay, and I think we can move on to the next one. I think this is you, Jared, or who is this?
This will be me.
Okay.
So first off, congrats to John for creating the most creative way of generating revenue. I think maybe we can see the website. It's in the comment, but yeah, John made like a tattoo artist website. I really loved how the site itself feels very tattoo first. Like you can capture the theme of being a tattoo artist, and then the website itself definitely will support other tattoo artists for like custom requests and like deposits and everything. So super well thought out. Congrats, John, for winning it.
Huge. Congratulations, John. You just won $1,000. And yeah, super creative. I love it. All right. So I think we can go to third place.
Best use of Bubble AI. This is for Gabriel. Gabriel, congratulations. What we loved about this is that Gabriel started this app off with Bubble AI to create the initial structure, and then continued to use Bubble to think about the app in its entirety, and also thought about the business model, which is very important to prove that we can build real businesses on Bubble, which he said monetization is usage-based. So congratulations, Gabriel.
Incredible. Sorry, that was the best use of Bubble AI, not third place. Not to get it confused, but congratulations, Gabriel. And next, okay.
Yeah, so congratulations to Luca. This application was actually really touching. her app, you're able to essentially create and talk with AI to create your own stories made for kids. So by prompting AI, what you're able to do is kind of generate a story that allows for your kids to connect with. And what Luca has been able to do here is bring this story that AI generates, and actually she ships it out to you. So you prompt it using this app, the story is written, you're able to edit it, and she will ship out the books directly to your house for your kids to read and open. So this would make like a great gift, a great, story time reading with your children. Congratulations again for third place submission.
Yeah, and I love this submission because it creates like magic for kids in this like hyper digital world. Imagine you're like a little kid and you get mail. Like that's just unheard of in like 2026. Like everyone, they're on their iPad or they're watching TV. Luca, this is so creative. Clearly, I'm guessing that you're a mother and you maybe had this experience, but using Bubble to basically create like real world magic for the next generation, I think is definitely slept on and definitely deserves the third place. So congratulations, Luca. I'm curious from the other judges, what did you think about this submission?
Yeah, I mean, as a parent with 2 young daughters, I think it'd be super cool to give them, because they love reading, they love stories, and I think the magic of like handing them an envelope, they would definitely open it and be like excited to see what inside. So I think it's like really thoughtful for creating a magical experience for kids.
Yeah, I love it. Harish, I'm curious, like what did you think?
I love it when something digital also becomes tangible. And so using a digital product that someone can touch and feel is super powerful, but then adding the magic with AI, I think is a really thoughtful product. So well done.
Super well done. And then Edward, what did you think?
Yeah, I think the whole concept itself was really good on having kids, receiving actual physical books, but in the website itself, using AI to like actually make this, and the design itself is very, as you said, magical. I think it's very good and well deserving for the third place.
Awesome. Well done, Luca. Congratulations. You just won third place. All right. And drum roll for second place.
Second place is Divan. Congratulations with Sky Savvy, helping people book flights. What I love about this is I think most people think, well, this is a reminder that you can create really beautiful apps on Bubble. One of my favorite aspects here is the attention to detail. And as you can see in this video, it's clear Divan spent lots of hours over his weekend to make sure that every pixel is perfect. And it looks beautiful. So huge congratulations.
Yeah, one other thing that I want to add is that when I was using this app, it was almost exactly like the top airplane booking websites out on the market right now. So Google Flights, for example, or Kayak. This was almost indistinguishable from those. So as Harish said, a ton of attention to detail went into this. And this was just really awesome to see this completely built in Bubble.
And if you think about like Google Flights, there's hundreds at least engineers working on it. So just a huge shout out and congratulations that one person was able to duplicate that user interface. Very cool.
Yeah, the game has changed. Like that's so true. And like, yeah, this is as good as Skyscanner, but maybe even more aesthetic. I was using this, I was like, this is crazy. And then the demo video is so crispy. So Devon, I actually know Devon, he's very talented designer. So I'm not surprised that, how good this is, but yeah, crazy what you can do with Bubble now. Edward, you were going to say something?
No, I was just like agreeing to everything you said, because I work in a travel company as well. So to see this come to life with Bubble is pretty amazing.
Yeah, congratulations, Devon. You definitely deserve second place. Yeah, okay. So drum roll. Yeah. Who won first place? Who could it be? Josh, I think we're passing it to you to take it away.
Yeah, let's reveal the winner, and the winner is Robin. Congratulations on winning the grand prize. This website checks all my boxes, both sides of my brain. On the creative, emotional side of things, it's just a beautiful product aimed at people for like one of the most emotionally heightened moments of their lives, their wedding. And then on like the computer nerd side of my brain, Bubble is a website that builds websites. This is a website built in Bubble that builds websites. Now I have websites building websites building websites. So, like I love it, and then from a business point of view, right? Clear business model, clear audience, well targeted, just very crisp execution, simple, but straightforward. And I think that's how you succeed, is having like a very simple, clear idea. So huge congratulations on the grand prize.
Yep. Just to add, congratulations, Robin. When I was reviewing this app, I was blown away about how customizable it was, as especially the aesthetic feature, the fact that you can change almost every single color, image, graphic, copy, creative on the wedding website was so incredibly cool to see. And I know that this is built for the big wedding day, but I could just imagine all the different use cases of if people want to build their own website and have it very minimalist and easy to use. Wed Day is definitely a great option for that. So congratulations on first place. Awesome use of building one bubble.
To add to that, Robin, I love the beauty of the product and just how we thought about building this type of product on Bubble. Something I think people neglect is, you can spend hours, days and months building a product, but they often neglect the presentation of it, the distribution and the marketing. And I think the thing that stood out for me as well with Robin's submission is the effort in the video to explain the product, which I think people forget, but is such a key part of building a product that generates revenue and really showcasing the business. So well done.
Yeah, the demo was so nice. The demo video, the explanation, and yeah, the functionality. I mean, this is a real business. You could charge for this today, and you could start making revenue today. And I did once again love the aesthetics here. So Edward, I'm curious your take as our resident designer on the judging panel.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as you said, the design itself and the aesthetic itself is already great in the first place. But I think, like just like Harish said, what really sold it to me as well was the demo video. Like it makes it a whole lot better, not just on the design aspect, but it's really selling the product. So definitely, where they can be an actual product right now that you can build and actually make revenue out of. So yeah, definitely, Robin. Congrats on the grand prize.
All right. And now I think we're going to hear from our winners on how they did it. Like, how did you build in Bubble? Like, what was your process and what was the inspiration? So I think up first we have John. So John, you want to come on stage?
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, John? Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, stoked about it.
All right, so we'd love to hear more about the inspiration. Are you a tattoo artist yourself? Do you have friends that are tattoo artists? What drove you to want to build this business?
It's a personal thing. I'm a tattooer, and just kind of had a niche that I really needed to make something, and I found Bubble, and it works great. Yeah.
That's incredible. So you're a working professional, you're a tattooer yourself, and Bubble basically allowed you to build a business for yourself, but also for other artists. And you can empathize, right? You know the use case the best. So
yeah.
What was your process like? How did you get the designs? How did you use Bubble AI? Were there any like tricks?
No tricks. Just a lot of work. Putting it together. Unfortunately, I started before Bubble AI, so I haven't got to use that too much, but hopefully soon. But yeah, just keep on asking my clients that use it, and feedback. So.
Wow, that's crazy. Josh, this must be a crazy feeling for you to see that you basically built a product that allows people like John who are working professionals build their own software, their own products. I mean, what did you think about the submission?
Yeah, I mean, I always find it like really inspiring, right? Because, John, you're coming to this with knowledge of, deep knowledge of the whole tattoo art industry that, I have, no background in. And it's really cool watching you take, your knowledge and then the tools we built and applying it to create something. I'm actually curious, John, what, like, prior to you building this, how do most parlors handle booking and this kind of thing? Like, is there software out there? Is this like a completely like fresh space? Like, what's the market like?
Yeah, it's still pretty new. It's just starting to like have some more like niche scheduling products and stuff, but not much. And then a lot, mostly just through emails and DMs. So it's a lot of hands-on.
Yeah, very, very cool. I mean, that's an opportunity for you, right? Like,
Oh, totally. Yeah. It's a huge opportunity. And then also just with scheduling, but now with commerce too. So trying to implement more of payments. So Bubble allows you to use Stripe really easily. So just trying to bring that more into the product as well. So
I love it. Well, John, thanks for sharing your story, and I'm so glad that you won. Yeah, this is amazing, and I hope you continue to build.
Awesome. Definitely. Yeah. Thanks again.
Sweet. Thanks again for joining. All right. And up next, we're going to hear from Luca, I believe. Okay. Luca, come on upstage. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
What's
Hi,
up?
everyone. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was a great challenge. And I have to say, I was very disappointed when I read the challenge, because I was just building another app in another platform, and I said, well, I could have started this here, but then I have to come up with something quickly. And yeah, Ben, you guessed it right, I'm a mother. So I was kind of needed something like this, so why not build this? And it was literally a weekend project.
That's crazy. Okay, so you put this together in a weekend, and you're clearly solving a personal problem, but I think this resonates with all the other parents in the world. I mean, you're creating magic. Imagine you're a kid, you don't know the difference, and all of a sudden you get a letter in the mail, and it's just like, it's part of this continuing story. I think it's such a smart idea. So I'm curious, have you tried this with your own kids? What was the inspiration here?
Yeah, so thank you. It's kind of like we always have to come up with lots of stories for our kids. My kids love books. I cannot buy enough books. Our bookshelf is just it's just full with books. And I was trying with ChatGPT creating stories, but this is only a one-off. And I always have to have my phone in my hand to read it from the phone, which I didn't really like. And then they also wanted to contribute. So, Mom, can you say this? So it will happen this, or this character will say that. So that was the idea. Okay, let's interact with the story, but then in a slower way with mails. So kids can get it by mail. They can read themselves, and they can write back what should happen, and automatically generated the next chapter for them.
Yeah, Harish said it really well. It's like AI, it's digital, but it's also like tangible. I think it's so well said. And I think this is just such an amazing idea. I'm curious, are you going to keep building this? Are you actually going to monetize this? This could be something real.
No, actually, I'm keeping building. Since then, I'm still working on it, and I'm like adding more and more functionality to this. So I think I will be pretty soon in the market.
Amazing. Wow, that's huge. Well, congratulations on third place, Luca. And yeah, thanks again for sharing your story.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
And finally, let's see, are we having Robin come up on stage?
Hello.
Okay, what's up, Robin? Congratulations. Grand prize.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm so happy, really.
I'd love to tell us the inspiration. Were you planning a wedding? Do you have friends planning weddings? How did you come up with this idea?
My sister-in-law, actually. So exactly. So I'm bubble dev for 4 years. I'm just doing a lot of project, and it was like maybe like 2 or 3 years since I had my own project that I had time to do. So my sister-in-law came at me because I'm the tech guy in the family, It was like, can you create this website for me for my wedding? So I looked up on the internet, and I saw that the tools that are here are either too expensive or with a lot of functionalities that you don't really want when you just need a website. And so, yeah, I was like, okay, do you think I can do it on Bubble myself? And then, so I started doing it time after time, blocks after blocks, and eventually, yeah, I created a web day.
Incredible. And how did you create your demo video, by the way, for like future participants, for other people, like super well laid out? How did you edit this? How did you like create the timeline, the story? It was super well done.
Thank you very much. I spent a lot of time on it. Actually, I think at the very beginning, I was just going to put a post on it, and then I was like, okay, it was so much work to build web day, so I can do something a bit better than just the submission itself. And so I went on internet searching for something that I'm not absolutely not someone that I can edit videos and stuff like that. So I found out a tool that is called Tela that was very, very good. And so I spent maybe one full day on it, to be honest. So I'm happy that you guys mentioned that it was a good video and everything. So yeah, thank you very much.
Incredible. And I think, Josh, you mentioned that this is you basically use Bubble, a site builder, to build another site builder that like people can build. It's such a cool, like kind of like meta experience. Josh, I'm curious what else stood out about this project for you?
Yeah, well, I mean, like the customizability, maybe say a word or two about how you thought about, creating that flexibility, because it's hard, right? Like really thinking through the different levers people might want to pull and like giving that in like a seamless way. So it feels like it's really like their website.
Yeah, so that was the main challenge. How do I create a website that is on a specific URL and stuff like that? How do you have your dashboard and the people can come but not see the dashboard and everything? So building a proper site building within an app builder. So it was very difficult, but actually Bubble makes it really easy to, when I found out the solution, how I was going to do it on the backend level, which I'm not going to go through, Bubble made it super easy to how do you say that, to build it. And then after, it was a lot of work on the design and a lot of work on the design, to be honest. But yeah, the technical part was really about this, what you're saying. So I won't go through the details of it, but because it's going to be long, and I know that I can let myself go, so I won't do it. But yeah, it was a very, very big challenge.
Yeah, I mean, I would be tempted to like keep the whole live stream audience here for another 15 minutes as we give like the master class lecture, but we probably can't get away with that. So, but yeah, very, very cool, very, very, very well done.
Thank you very much.
I love it. Congratulations, Robin. This is big. And what makes me super bullish about your idea is that yes, you built this great product, but also the way you packaged it up shows really good marketing chops. So I think you have the capabilities to grow this as well.
Thank you very much.
This could earn revenue today. So are you going to keep working on this, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I'm actually, as I said, I'm a Bubble dev, so I'm freelancing as well. So I've got missions that I have to do for my clients. So now it's more of a part-time job, if I can say it like this. So it's when I'm on the weekends, and so now it's, I think the idea of the application itself is almost done. So now it's adding more customizable functionalities. So it's less of a huge work. So now I'm trying to just make it as good as it can be before spending way too much time. So I know that I want to have feedbacks from the user and check if the market is okay with the way I build the web day. So yeah, now it's time for me to go to the marketing part of it. So another things to learn, but yeah, I really plan on keeping on working on it.
Amazing. Congratulations, Robin. This is huge.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I think that is it from the winners. So Josh, what's next from Bubble?
Yeah, I mean, our focus is always help people build real businesses, right? Some big things going on right now. We just launched in-app purchases for our mobile product. So if you're trying to build an iOS or Android app, Bubble is the best place on the planet to build it. And we have, with in-app purchases, that closes the most important gap for real business, which is monetization. Another thing I want to mention is our Launch Lab program. We're committed to helping our users not just build, but actually succeed and get out there in the world. So Launch Lab, we're opening applications for people who have something built, are ready to launch it, and could use help from our team in getting it out there in the world. And we have a really world-class marketing team, and applying their talents to our users' products. So if you're interested in that, I definitely encourage applying.
I love it. Huge.
And then I wanted to add one last thing for everyone who has tuned in and is commenting. Sneak peek, this is actually not our last hackathon with Contra. We are excited to be continuing this series on pretty much a monthly cadence. So get ready to continue building apps. I think that the next one is coming up soon, and it's going to be really exciting.
I love it. Huge shout out to the Bubble team for making this happen. And I love the challenges. I love seeing the creativity. I love all the businesses that are getting launched. So more to come. And I think that's it. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Congratulations to all the winners. And thanks again to our judges, Harish and Edward. Great to see you again. Then Josh and Jared, we'll see you soon. More to come. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.